seems like things are a little different than what I thought they'd be. Hey guys, this is my review for the first episode of Westworld, a show I've been very excited to see. I very much love anything Michael Crichton has touched or written, and the movie, I admittedly have not seen the original film that this is based on, but I have meant to. The fact that J.J. Abrams and Jonathan Nolan are attached to it, and the fact that the cast for this show is amazing, I was definitely excited. And the first episode does well. If I was comparing it to the first episode of The True Detective Season 2, it definitely did a lot better job of bringing me into these characters and creating this world of intrigue. Now, right off the bat, we are already kind of in a what the going on stage, and the thing is that it's good. We see that this is a fake world, and that the robots who are in this world to basically create this illusion, this world for people who pay millions of dollars to come into this world. They don't know what's going on. They just relive the same day over and over, except things are starting to go a little bit weary. There's an update that's put in and things start to be different. And these changes are just between the robots at first, but they start to get more and more intense, and not violence-wise, but more so just cognitive function. And that's the thing that's so cool about this. If you liked Ex Machina for its idea of perceiving the evolutionary changes of AI, this show is going to do it, obviously a much longer, more drawn out sort of style, but it's definitely going to give a really good in-depth look into the ideas of AI, lying, cheating, survival. Anthony Hopkins is amazing. I already like his character, even though he's completely elusive. Jeffrey Wright is really cool too. Everyone's good. Even Rachel Wood is very interesting. I actually even like James Marsden's, or I just remember him as whiny Cyclops. Ed Harris is awesome because it's like he's basically connecting his Alapalooza character and his character from A History of Violence together, and he's probably one of the most intriguing characters for so far because we have absolutely no idea what he's doing. We know he's a human, and we know he takes advantage of the system to just basically live out his violent fantasies, but why? He seems to have a much more of a purpose than just violence. He wants to figure out something, and we don't know what that is yet, but he's definitely taking measures to go there. The only complaint I have for character acting is the British guy who's the narrator. His first introduction is way over the top. Like, he was way overacting there. It was pretty bad, and he tries to tone it down, but he's definitely the weakest actor out of everyone in this crew. But that's hard when you're compared to all of these awesome actors. So in the end, the first episode does a great job of pulling us into this world, creating it and adding mystery to it in all these different layers, introducing all these characters, and also making death matter and not matter at the same time. Because we don't know when these characters will come back. If they come back, we already noticed that there's changes. There's something going on in the system. They think they've isolated it, but it definitely just that one last action that Wood's character does at the very end proves that not only is she now able to lie, but the system is changing. And we're going to wait to see the point where it starts to get out of control. It is a little bit of a slow burn, but there's absolutely fantastic cinematography. The desert landscape is very well done, and then just the overture, just basically the rewind over and over again. It's kind of like a weird-ass Groundhog Day. Anyways, great first episode, really brought us in. Sure, it's a little slow. Sure, there was that really bad acting, and there's a lot more questions, obviously, than answers. But that's what this episode was meant to do. So in the end, I'm going to give the first episode of Westworld a 5 out of 7. It was a very good opener. Admittedly, not like a woo opener. Not something that would drag you in if you weren't really interested, and maybe it might intrigue your interest. I knew I was going to be pulled into this, so I can't wait for the second episode. Anyways, guys, I'm going to do the same thing like I did with this as I did with True Detective. Try and have a different hat every time. Probably not, because I only have 3 hats. Anyways, that's all for me. Hope you enjoyed this review. See you guys next time.